Tannins are naturally occurring polyphenolic compounds found in many plants, including certain forages used as cattle feed. In Sri Lanka, tannins-rich forages such as Leucaena leucocephala, ipil, Gliricidia sepium, Calliandra calathursis, and Flamingia macrophylla are widely cultivated and distributed. Leucaena leucocephala is common in dry and intermediate zones, where it thrives in arid conditions. Gliricidia sepium is extensively grown in the dry, wet, and intermediate zones, often as live fencing or shade trees. Calliandra calathursis and Flamingia macrophylla are found in upland areas and plantations, particularly in regions focusing on agroforestry and soil conservation. These forages not only provide nutritional benefits to cattle, but also contribute to sustainable agriculture. One of the primary advantages of tannins-rich forages is their ability to reduce methane emissions from enteric fermentation. Tannins inhibit methanogenic archaea in the rumen, suppressing the fermentation of fibrous material and consequently lowering methane production. This reduction in greenhouse gas emissions is essential for climate change mitigation. Additionally, tannins improve nitrogen utilization by binding with dietary proteins, protecting them from excessive degradation in the rumen. This process allows more protein to pass into the small intestine, enhancing nitrogen absorption and reducing losses in manure. Another key benefit is the ability of many tannin-rich forages, especially legumes like Leucaena leucocephala and Gliricidia sepium, to fix atmospheric nitrogen through symbiotic relationships with rhizobia bacteria. This process enriches soil fertility, reduces the need for synthetic fertilizers, and supports sustainable agriculture. The deep root systems of these plants also improve soil aeration and prevent erosion, making them ideal for climate-smart farming systems. Moreover, tannins-rich forages like Calliandra calathursis and Flamingia macrophylla are drought-resistant, ensuring feed availability during dry seasons and contributing to livestock system resilience in arid and semi-arid regions. Tannins also provide health benefits to cattle. Their anthelmintic properties help reduce internal parasite burdens, particularly gastrointestinal nematodes, while their anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial effects promote gut health. By optimizing rumen fermentation, tannins improve feed conversion efficiency, resulting in better utilization of feed resources. These benefits extend to milk production, as cattle fed tannins. Rich forages often produce milk with higher fat and protein content. Globally, tannins-rich forages are widely recognized for their contributions to sustainable livestock farming. For example, quebracho tannins in Latin America are used to reduce methane emissions and improve cattle growth. In New Zealand, the tannin-rich legume Lotus corniculatus enhances nitrogen retention in grazing systems, while in Africa, acacia trees are used for their tannins and nitrogen-fixing capabilities in agroforestry systems. In Sri Lanka, Leucaena leucocephala, Gliricidia sepium, Calliandra calathursis, and Flamingia macrophylla support livestock nutrition, enrich soil fertility, and improve overall farm sustainability. Despite these advantages, overfeeding tannins-rich forages can pose risks. Excessive tannins can bind with proteins and carbohydrates, reducing their digestibility and energy availability. Hydrolyzable tannins in particular may lead to toxicity, resulting in reduced feed intake, weight loss, and metabolic disorders. High tannin levels can also disturb rumen microbial activity, impairing fermentation and production efficiency. To mitigate these risks, tannin-rich forages should be introduced gradually into cattle diets, and their proportion in the total diet should be carefully managed, typically kept at moderate levels 2% to 4% of dry matter. The integration of tannins-rich forages into dairy farming systems aligns with climate-smart agricultural practices. These forages reduce methane emissions, improve nitrogen cycling, and enhance soil health, making them valuable tools for combating climate change. Additionally, their drought resistance and soil conservation benefits contribute to sustainable livestock production. With proper management, tannins-rich forages offer a practical solution for enhancing cattle productivity, improving milk quality, and reducing environmental impacts, making them an important component of sustainable dairy farming in Sri Lanka and beyond.